Hello, here we are in round one with our rainbow deck. It's just a very pretty deck. And our opponent mulligans, so wow, they're way behind. Look at this. We've got our opener of Forest into Abundant Growth. Wait, what? Like, didn't realize it was on the battlefield yet. Okay. And then we go into Merfolk Looter, I guess. Pyromancer is it's a little too early for that kind of nonsense. A little too early in the day. Ooh, soldiers. Somehow we'll have to survive this onslaught. I mean, the red-white deck is aggressive, and our deck is just... Well, it just has to survive, I guess. Do we want to block here? How bad would that be? I think I want to not block this turn. Okay. So this turn, we're also not doing much. We could loot first to see if we get something. Yeah, to see if we get like an untapped land. Vindicate is interesting. All right, let's discard Call the Skybreaker. That's just not going to help us out in the near future. And get this young Pyromancer out there. And we'll be taking a big hit this turn. Up to 11, maybe? Ooh, Sting Scourger? Alright, so just 5, I imagine. Ooh, and takes down the Merfolk Looter. And the Pyromancer. Nah, we don't want to pay for that. We're above that. That is not going well. And this thing, First Strike, is also pretty annoying. Geez, what do we do here? I think we just want to kill this Ballynock cohort. So then they either just do 2 damage or they do 4 damage and pay all that. And that's about as well as we can hope this turn. Need to draw some land. It's actually, kind of upsetting that we haven't drawn the land. But I have to make do here. This will help draw our land. It helps block the soldier tokens. And it lets us swords the Sting Scourger, which we can hold up as a trick. Alright. Do they want to pump? No, they don't. So let's exile the Sting Scourger and take 1. That's pretty cool there, because I think if they only had 2 soldiers, they just wouldn't have attacked it into the Wayfinder. But having all 3 makes that attack more appealing. Alright, so now we can do Extract from Darkness, which is pretty cool. I don't know exactly what it does, but it's pretty cool. Alternatively, I think this is a bit safer of a play. We can do Baleful Strix and Pilgrim's Eye. Cool. So yes, please, and we will get red. We have enough of everything else. So what to block here? Oh, wow. Everything. Just block everything. It doesn't really matter what blocks what, except something like this. Alright, we're at 6. And they've got 1 card in hand. So what exactly are we trying to do here? Gaining life seems important. Is there enough in the graveyard for us to get back? We could get back Baleful Strix. Let's see what we get. Whoops, we need some some blue here. Let's see what we get. Ooh, Sarah Angel off the top. I like that better than our guy for sure. And gaining a life is pretty good. Yeah, a little greedy to attack here, but how bad could things go? There's no threaten effect here. Oh, really? Attacking there? Sure. If they want to trade their soldier in a carbonize, or even a humble, that's fine. That was going to get us anyway. Cool, well now we can just play Skybreaker every turn. Eat your heart out, Sarah Angel. Now we've got 5/5s. Awesome. Well, we got there. This deck is absurd. I mean, not absurd in a good way, but also absurd in who knows what it's doing way. Alright, Nauseas are great. I'm going to bring both in because that deck absolutely, positively can never beat that card. And I'll eat my hat to anyone who says differently. Alright, Merfolk Looter. Yeah, let's just take some of these out. Pyromancer's good. Roar the Worm, it's a little slow. Una's Grace, okay, perfect. Alright, this hand is exactly the perfect hand if we draw a forest. It actually gets pretty good if we draw a forest. But, man, is this hand bad, so let's mulligan. Much better. Not actually great, but much better. Do we want forest? No, we don't want forest. We want to draw some action spells. Ooh, that was good. This is the only way we have red on turn 2, so I like that. And if we need white, we can play that as well. Interesting. Yeah, I don't need to cast the Abundant Growth there. I'd rather put it on like my plains or something. Ooh, I'm going to enjoy killing that thing. Alright, how do we do this? This is how we do it. We go Abundant Growth on the plains. They counter it with Force of Will, exiling one of their last 2 cards, and then we feel... Well, then we just swords that thing. Alright, draw a card. Huh, nausea. A lot worse against Intangible Virtue, but we can deal with that with Vindicate, so still feeling pretty good. And we even have a swords up for their next play. All this hand really needs is some card draw. Yeah, might as well get rid of that thing. We have no good answer to it. Wonder. That's fine with me. We still, you know, it gets around nausea. Alright. Since they're not doing anything, they must have red cards in their hand, and they just were like, oh wow, we have our green and our Imperious Perfect, so we can win off of that. Turns out not to be the case. We need to get black or blue here. And I guess blue, because we don't have any naturally. This makes nausea a lot worse, but it's actually not something we need to be too concerned with. Oh, that would be mean. What if we just saved our Vindicate for their mountain? Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to worry about trying to kill the virtue. Because the Virtue's not doing anything right now. Like, I know it's not an instant, but... Alright, raise the alarm. Fair enough. In fact, since they kind of stutter-tapped in response to this... Yeah. Alright, get your red. Oh, please, let's just destroy that red. Bouncing Peregrine Drake. I guess that makes sense. Oh, that would be so mean. I've got to do it, though. One, two, three, four, five. I mean, at this point, I'm kind of like... Yeah, at this point, I kind of have to do it. Alright, and let's get in with our flyers. And we're pretty far ahead now. I think that was a bit greedy not to go after the Virtue, because then Nausea can save us from an army of tokens. But this way they have to sacrifice their Sting Scourger. Oh, no, they don't. A clever little play there. But at least it doesn't attack us this turn, and of course they draw the mountain. Alright, fair is fair. 3, 6, we're not quite up to that yet. But we do have an army of flyers here. And we can see what we hit off of this extract. Worst case, we hit the Pilgrim's Eye. Or I guess Imperious Perfect is pretty good here too. Yeah, let's grab that. The nice part about the Pilgrim's Eye is it means we get to call the Skybreaker, and that is a big game. Oh, shoot. Alright, we've been had. Okay, Commune with the Gods. This'll be good for sure. What do we get? Protection from white is nice. The Pyromancer isn't great. Yeah, I'll take the protection from white. And they don't have flyers, so what I like doing here is attacking for 4 and holding back Wonder to block. Because I don't mind trading that with like Sting Scourger or whatever it is, which they could pay for with Mountain and 3 Plains, or just get rid of it. Yeah, and their attacks are really bad this turn. Wildfire Emissary has protection from everything. The one attack that is kind of good is if they have land and Called Arms, or whatever that card is. Okay, they can play that again. And no attacks. Well, aren't they dead? Aren't they dead here? So we can attack for 4 in the air. Yeah, I guess we go for it. We can even attack for some on the ground, but they could block with an elf. Oh, they have Humble, that's what they have. Got it. Alright, what a crazy deck. Even, so this game, let's go back. We should have destroyed Intangible Virtue, not the Mountain, because it's so easy for them to draw a Mountain. It was kind of cute because it forced them to sacrifice Sting Scourger, but they got it back with White Mane Lion anyway. So yeah, generally land destruction is pretty weak play. But it was cute. If we did that, we could have been assured that all our opponents' tokens would have been 1/1s. And then, even though we wipe out half our army, which turns out to be how we won, it was a bit safer. Actually, maybe it's close, but in any case, I like that play better. All right, see you in round 2.